Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Flag Captured Gaming, and for this video I'm going to show you how to access the Pancam or the Debug camera. What you'll need to do is turn your Xbox to local, so it just says My Xbox in the network area. Then you want to create a custom game type. Once you're in the game type, you will do X, A plus B, and then up on the D-pad, similar to lowering your weapon, but this will access the Pancam options, and as you can see it's going to have a feed right there of your location, and it says normal. You can toggle between normal and Pancam, and that's only really referring to the camera controls. And really what the difference is, when you're in the Pancam, you use the triggers to go up and down, and when you're in normal you use the bumpers. The triggers give you a little bit more control, so I would suggest that. There's one other feature, we'll get to that in a second. What you want to do is go to a kill barrier and let yourself die, then wait a few seconds and end the game. Once you do that, you can go into the theater of that video, and right now I'm just panning around to kind of show you what you can see and how you can view the map outside of the barriers. But what you want to do is, once you get into the video, is just press the Y button on the default control scheme until you're in the free flying mode. You don't want to be following your player anymore. And you're going to either fast forward or let the video play through until your player dies. Once they die, pause it, and then you are free to move around completely. There's no hang-ups or catches. If you don't do the part where you let your player die, you will have some trouble. If you go far enough away, it'll zap back over to him. I'll show you that at the end of the video. So basically, once you're in the Pancam, you can toggle off all the HUD like I have here, and then you can just basically go anywhere. This probably isn't as useful as actually just getting outside of the map up close, so you can get some nice shots, but you can go all the way up to the skybox. And if you're in the Pancam mode rather than the normal mode, you can adjust the speed to go really fast and actually break this barrier as well, and then fly even farther away. But that's really not useful for anything other than saying you did it. So I wouldn't recommend you do that. And again, the reason the Pancam controls are better is that you use the trigger for going up and down, and that gives you way more control compared to the bumpers of the standard cam. Now, how to toggle the HUD on and off is you just hold down the B button, the right thumbstick click, and then right on the D-pad, and that'll toggle it on and off. As you can see, you just do it back and forth. And then you can go between Pancam and normal by holding the B button, the right thumbstick, and clicking the left D-pad button. And then you can see it show right there on the right hand side of that feed. And then you can adjust the speed by using up and down on the D-pad. You can go from just about 0 all the way up to 100. 100 is really crazy fast, so I wouldn't recommend that. I would keep it right around 5, and it gives you a good speed. And that will actually stay even if you go back to the normal mode. The speed will stay. So once you adjust that, you got it until you readjust it. And you can really get some nice speed variation there. I would suggest to just set it at 5 and leave it. And here we are. This is an example of not killing your Spartan and then flying around. For a while it works just fine. There are different barriers on different maps. So what you're going to have to do is find them and try to avoid them if you don't want to kill your Spartan. But eventually it will zap you back to the player. And you don't want that, because that's going to screw up your shot. As you can see, it just shot me right back to him, and then I have to start panning again from there. So it's always better to find a kill barrier. If you're on a map with no kill barrier, go ahead into Forge and then spawn one, so that when you go into your custom game type, you can kill your Spartan. And that'll pretty much do it. It's always better to have your Spartan dead. You don't have to, but you have more control if you do. I would suggest you leave the speed setting to 5, and then go back to normal if you want to, but it's probably better to get used to using the triggers because you have more control over the elevation that way. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that was useful and informative. Enjoy.